Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. We're always love being intrigued, and who better than Sean Paul and Julianne to intrigue us with the Intrigue Journal. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. All right. Well, do you guys remember how last year? It's been a long week.
Like yesterday.
It's been a long week.
Yeah,
I forgot my notes, so I'm going to totally wing it. You ready? Last week I talked about psychic spies.
Yes.
Can you sing the song?
Psychic spies are watching you.
That's awesome.
There you go.
All right, so now we're ready. Let's proceed.
Officially.
Let's proceed. So the government was training regular people to acquire psychic abilities, and then they would use those abilities to spy on Russia during the Cold War. And they spent $20 million, and they did it for 20 years. And they wouldn't keep doing it if it didn't keep working. All right? It was amazing, right?
Exactly.
And they were training regular people to develop these psychic abilities. How is that possible?
I don't know.
I don't know. Can you train us?
Yeah, everybody. Well, you want to borrow the book, right?
I do.
So let's look at still one, shall we? All right. We've got our title slide, but then that's how I was going to end.
Oh, so there's the end.
But I talked to Russell Targ, and Russell Targ developed the program at the Stanford University, and he's the one that worked for and he created the book that's called Understanding ESP, Extrasensory Perception. He also created a movie that's available on iTunes and on Amazon called Third Eye Spies, and it's an amazing movie, and if you want to see how this whole thing came together, definitely check that out, all right? But Julie has been actually studying this for several years now, okay? And she's actually, we all have these, it's like a repressed ability, is what the theory is, all right? And we just have to awaken our senses to it. It's like a sixth sense, okay? And so, we don't have the time to do it the way in detail that they would do it. So we're going to do like an abbreviated and expedited version, okay? So do you want to work with Jeremy first?
Yes. So I've got Sherlock Holmes' book.
Sherlock Holmes,
I'm just going to reach across all of you, if that's okay.
What am I supposed to do?
So I just want you to look at the first word on every page and confirm that they're different.
Oh, yes, absolutely, they are.
Okay, now the next time when I go through it, just tell me to stop at any point.
Okay.
And we'll go with the first word on that page if you like it. If you don't like it, we'll go to another word.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Or another page.
So just tell me to stop.
Yep.
Okay. Stop.
Do you like that word?
Yes, I do.
Okay, commit that to memory.
Okay.
Got it? Got it?
I got it.
Okay, now I'm going to step over here. That's going to be the word I remotely view.
Okay.
Okay, so now Russell Targ would just tell them, he would tell them to calm their minds and see nothing, and then ask them to visualize what the very first thing that comes to their mind would be. And so now Julie's over there, and she's trying to get a cap off of a dry erase marker, all right? You know, she can't uncap a marker, but what she's about to do will blow your mind, all right? All right, so she's going to, now don't look at the teleprompter.
Oh, don't look, I'm not supposed to look?
Yes,
Okay,
all right.
okay.
So the viewers will see what's coming in, and then you will reveal to us what you're thinking about, all right?
Okay.
So what Julie does is she starts with just a blank canvas, and then she just lets whatever imagery just naturally evolve in her mind.
Okay.
And when he started doing this, I was listening to him describe it, and I was like, that sounds like a hypnotic induction. It really does when you hear him explain it to us.
So
All right?
I'm trying to send it to her through my brain.
Well, I want you to just say the word out loud.
Okay, I'm going to say the word.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is so nerve-wracking. 1. Oh my gosh!
Isn't that crazy?
That is so correct!
How much time do we have left, guys? Because we have a couple more experiments.
Yes, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
Oh my!
All right.
How did you
Okay.
do that?
All right. Now, you know what? Let's remove Julie from the process here. She was over here because she wanted to just move it.
Okay.
I saw it.
Kelly, take the book. Open it to any page.
Okay.
You choose. All right?
Okay.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, now pick a word that word was 3 letters long. Let's do one with some serious
I've got
impact.
it.
7 letters. And I want you to point it out for Jeremy and I. All right? Now, a bigger word than that.
bigger
Something
word
that's
than
really
that?
going to
Okay.
impress the viewers. Like,
Oh, that's
all
a
right,
good
can
one.
you remember that word?
Yes.
Don't forget it.
Okay. Can I
You
shut the
both
book?
know what it is.
I
And
got
don't
it.
watch the
I shut
teleprompter.
the
Okay,
book?
don't watch.
Yes, go ahead and shut it. You're not going to forget it.
Okay, send it to
Okay.
me. Send it to me right here. Send it to me.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. Now, Russell Targ would say that there's 3 channels for doing this. First is clairvoyance. That's if none of us knew it, but it was just say it existed somewhere in the universe, and she would just use clairvoyance powers to do it. But if you're thinking about it, then it's called telepathy.
Oh.
And then there's the 3rd channel, which is the coolest one, and that is if you haven't thought of it yet, but she's able to say what it is in advance. That's called precognition.
Oh, precognition.
Which is
okay.
actually like seeing the future. water.
Okay.
And there was a version of that. Can we go to the still one of Crane, the one that's called Crane? Let me show you. Pat Price did it. They gave him coordinates in Russia, and he drew out this image right here.
Okay.
What is that? Nobody knows what it is,
No.
okay? He then died. But then, years later, satellite photos of those satellite images revealed this. It came out of a warehouse. They were building a particle beam.
Oh, wow.
And he documented it to this level of detail in advance.
Oh my gosh!
Julie, how you doing?
Are you done, Julie?
Do you have an image?
Yes.
All right. The word that okay, you had a choice of any page,
I did.
any word. And the word is what?
Mountainside.
All right.
What in the world is
Okay,
going on?
now let's take this one step further, all right? These are images that have been in existence for, I don't know when this book was published, but they've been in a while. Let's go with something more spontaneous, more organic.
Okay.
During the break, I came in here without giving any influence or suggestion to you, and I asked you to conjure up an image, right, Kelly?
Right, yes.
All right, and you put it in, I'm not even going to touch it, but
It's
show
in-
everybody what you
it's
got
in
there.
this envelope.
It's in that envelope,
And everything
okay?
I wanted to draw, I didn't, but I drew something that you don't know, and so, yeah.
But I did see. I will look at it.
That's wonderful.
Okay.
So now you're both thinking
Yeah.
about that, but this has nothing to do with anything that existed prior to us getting here.
No.
This is purely organic and out of your mind.
Yeah.
Julie, go ahead.
Okay.
Are you drawing something?
I'm going to remotely view this.
All right, so
Okay.
this is called remote viewing, okay? And this is more like what they would do. They'd have a sealed document, they'd drop it in front of it, and these psychic spies in training, they would just clear their minds, and they would just draw 7 out of 9 times it would work. And,
Really?
and they even started picking stocks. And they would get a 60% plus success rate in
We
picking
need to do that. We'd be rich, Kelly.
That's right.
We need to do it.
I'm freaking out a little bit.
Okay, all right.
I'm
But
getting
this
goosebumps.
really is like what they would do. It would be a sealed document,
Yeah.
no way that they could know what it was, and they would just remotely view it. How much time do we have left, by the way?
Do we have enough time? We're good? A little bit of time
Okay, we
left.
got a
yeah.
little bit of
Okay.
time.
Okay, I think I maybe need to go like this.
All right. Go ahead and open it up.
Oh my gosh! Look, show the camera. Show the
Okay,
camera.
I just had to show it to shot.
Get
Okay,
in there.
Get in there close.
It's in a pencil, but it is exactly. Oh my gosh! I wish we could see better.
I know I was going to
All
make
right.
it in pen, but
And it has
yes,
dog!
Yes, that's what I did.
You drew a doghouse.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, and
If I pull this closer to the camera, is that better for you guys? If I hold it closer, can you see that? That is. I'm not kidding you. She even wrote dog on it.
And listen, I was watching Julie through the monitor because I can't stand not to. So I was watching it, and she was upside down for a minute, and then I'm like, what is happening? Maybe
All right,
her.
come back here. Come back
Yes.
here.
Oh my gosh! This is crazy.
I was going to make that out of pen, but I didn't know if I should. That is what I drew.
Can we go to the Targ book slide? I just want to show them his book and then his movie. Russell Targ created the SRI, the Stanford Research Institute. He trained several people to do amazing things for our government so that they could psychically spy on Russia, and it was a success. You know, last week we showed how they found a downed bomber in Africa, and the psychics could tell the location before the Russians got to it. All right, so
I am creeped out right now, officially.
I am.
what
This is awesome.
All right, so what? Okay, yeah, that's the movie Third Eye Spies, available on Amazon or iTunes, and it's a fascinating movie. So I encourage everyone to check it out. What are we going to do next week?
Yeah, do more tricks.
All right.
Do more tricks.
Hey, can you make me disappear and go to the Bahamas for about a week?
I don't know how to unlock that repressed alien ability.
okay.
Okay, so next week we're going to talk about aliens again.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Alien abductions and visitations and implants.
Interesting.
Yes.
You guys.
We're going to be speaking at the Ozark Mountain UFO Conference, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And I've got a great interview lined up for Tuesday, and we're going to do some really cutting-edge stuff.
Oh my gosh,
This
I'm so
experiment
excited.
is really going to be walking the line.
You guys
so.
really blew our minds today.
You really
Julie,
did. Like
good
I'm
job.
goosebumps right now.
Yes.
All right, don't go anywhere. Coming up next, it's celebrity birthday time. We'll be right back.
Wow.
If we're still here.
I don't know how to.
I don't
I don't know.
And like, what in the world?